Okay, so I want to address a little bit of heeling techniques with Tella. So what that means is I want to again pay attention to where that leash lies. So as soon as it's tight and it's tense, I'm doing it wrong. So just remember, line yourself up. What I mean by that is you're going to put your hand on the leash in the right position. You're going to relax it and you're going to see where that leash lies. So you see that little bit of slack. And now my left hand is never going to move from this spot. I'm not going to glide my hand along on a leash. I'm going to keep it here. This is going to show him where that leash tension is. So he's going to almost give himself the correction when he starts to waver away from me or get distracted. So Tella, are you ready? Tella, good boy. Let's go. Heel. So notice how I grab his attention a lot of times. I pucker at him. Tella, sit. A lot of times I'll stomp my foot when we stop, just to remind him we're stopping, Tella. Wait for me. Good boy. And again, I don't just expect it from him. I tell him what I want. I tell him to sit. I use my body language. My shoulders are up. I'm presenting that I'm his leader. I don't look down and wait for Tella. Notice how I just move my body the way I want to, and he has learned to follow me. Notice again, when the leash is tight, he's in the wrong position. When it's nice and slack at my left-hand side, it's good. So when we're heeling, and he starts to move forward in front of me, I don't stop and say, Tella, heel. As we're moving, I'm giving him that correction. I would say, heel. So again, my left hand is never letting go of this grip here, and I would give him the correction as we're moving because I want him in this parallel position. Very good, Tella. Sit. Yes. Notice how he's already learned to look up at me when we stop, and I love to see that because I'm establishing with him I'm his leader and he goes where I go. And another really good trick that I use as my dog gets bigger, same exact thing. I would have the same position with my hands, except for I would just bring it behind me. So I'm going to loop it behind my legs. I'm going to let my left hand relax here. So now my knee is going to act as that natural healing mechanism with him. Tella, heel. Very good boy. So as we're walking, my knee would correct him if he was in the wrong position. And obviously if he would start to lag behind, I would just grab the back here and correct him again. But you can see how it just would work really nicely. If he was kind of distracted and pulling and my arm was getting tired, I would simply loop it behind my body just like this. And you see how it's not up against my back, it's behind my left knee. So that my knee, as it's moving, he's learning that position to be in with me, which is right parallel with me, just like this. Good boy, Tella. And it's so important to remember to tell him he's doing a good job. Give him a high-pitched praise.